Hello, Rachel Lady. Okay, so I've got your session that we did over in Lamar when you were here. I have gone through, so I shot about 300 images, and I've gone through and picked about 100 that I think are okay. Now I'm going to go through these a lot. So when I call down images, I go through, I think I probably talked to you a little bit about this before. I pick the ones that stick out, and then there's also like groups that I pick out images that are kind of similar, and I pick the very best ones of those. So my intention is for you to end up with a gallery that has all their unique images, that there's not a bunch of repeat images. So that is my intention here. Right now, I've picked kind of the best in those groups. So now I want to refine it even more so that you're getting lots of unique images. I'll probably cut this down in half, and you'll probably end up with about 50 images. I usually don't show this part because I'm afraid they're going to be like, oh, what about that one? I would have liked that one. So you're getting a little bit of, behind the curtain look. Anyway, so let's dive right in. I'm just going to try and talk through what I would normally do. Again, I'm on a full frame camera. I'm on a Nikon D700. I used my 35 millimeter. The entire time, my f-stop was about 3.5. I changed my ISO and my shutter speed for the most part. And then with my free lensing, I can't really change the settings on that at all. I just shoot with it wide open, and I have to control how much light gets in with my ISO and my shutter speed. And the color is completely different with that lens. The distortion is different, all of it. So we'll talk about that when we get there. I love images like this because to me, it's like what your children see. I'm not 100% thrilled with the composition. I would rather her hand still be in it. I would have liked to come up a little bit more, but I'm going to keep this in here for now. I am going to do a simple edit on it. Again, I've been using Fuji 400 minus from Visco Film Pack 1 for like 5 years. I really just like it a lot. I add a little bit of contrast, clarity, vibrance, and I just know what those are because like this is typically, I've just done this a million times. I know exactly what colors to change in here. And then, increasing the blues and the shadows makes those green pop. There's not really blue in the sky for that to affect. But again, I just know what numbers that I like, and this is going to make it consistent throughout my portfolio. So we've got some pretty bokeh back here. I'm just going to keep this around just in case. Through my final call, I might get rid of it, especially if there's another image that conveys that feeling of looking at mom from child's perspective. If I can find that later in there. I'm sorry, I just took a drink of water. I don't know how loud that's going to be in the mic. Okay, so we've got these two. I might have already sent you. I went through and edited a handful of these when I got home after your session. But I don't like to do more than that because if I do more than that, it will honestly end up being the entire session. So he is very bright. That brings him back, and so then I'm just going to gently bring her exposure up a little. I'm not trying to make it match because he's in direct sun over there. She's just in a little shadow, probably from another tree. Let's see how that looks. I could probably even do a little bit more. It's better. I feel like that's probably a more him look. hands cut off in that one. And I don't do head swabs. We'll leave those there. Love this. Love all of these. So we'll put my grid up here. So she is framed by this square here. On my camera, I only have, I think it's 12 focal points set up. I know that it's capable of like 64, but those 12 are really strong. It's here, 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 and then I think here and here, and maybe here and here. And I just stay by use those focal points. So she's exactly where that focal point would be. I get my image level and I just use one of those focal points. I think that helps create a strong composition every time. There we go. Brighten it just a little bit. This is very explory. Bring some more pink in. Candid image. I like it a lot. I love that I used the tree to frame. It also creates a leading line throughout the entire image. It goes from one end of the frame through the subject and then out of the frame again. It actually goes through 4 subjects in the frame. Well, 5 if you realize that she's there. So that's always a cool creative element to have. I wonder if I can light up my cursor. Probably can. And now I'm just going to previous because it's the same thing. And again, for right now, I'm going to leave this image in. I love the little look on her face. I love when she gives you that look. This is pretty. You may not like that image, but I want that image for my portfolio, so I'm going to keep that. This image is too bright, but I'm just going to, because all of those things are very basic, but bring that down to about here. On your neck, I'm going to desaturate this some to pull out some of that red. And then just on these few little bumps, because I noticed that that was agitated. I don't think that this is a permanent thing for you. Oh, I'm trying to adjust the size here. Oh, what am I doing? That's why. I'm putting some weird button. I'm just using the heal tool, and it picks spots from other places that look similar. And I want to make sure that I'm not picking another part of your skin that also has dots on it. So that's going to help clean that up a little bit. See, none of that is super noticeable. See, it looks pretty natural. I am also going to bring this in to where she is actually in that third. Beautiful. Love that. I really wanted this image to work, and I think I tried editing it when I first, wait, yep. Beautiful. This is really how editing is for me. Line this up. Oh, but then I lose your eyes. And I love the eye contact you're making. Okay, reset. How can I help with the lines here? I wonder. No. Watch this. So that is the biggest thing that is giving away our lines. I'm just trying to find a good natural line-up point. That post in that sign in the background has very straight lines, so if we get rid of it, that is going to help us with the illusion that this image is straight. It was a little too warm. Yep, now I love this image. Okay, sharpen it up. Beautiful. Love it. I love this. I don't know why, but I do. I'm just thinking, how many of these do I need? I'm going to remove these two. Oh, I don't want to remove that one. I think I actually like that one better than I even do that one. I think the blacks in this need to be increased, though. Oh, other way. Yeah. I'm going to remove this one. You have to kind of become detached from your images to be able to be an effective color. I like to add a lot of contrast to my free-lensed images. Warm this up. There might be too much distortion. Yeah, the more I play with this, the more I'm okay with not having it. That's amazing, though. Keep this one in color. Do you see how what I mean about these lenses having completely different color? Much cooler. Contrast is a little bit more severe. Well, I would say the blacks are a little bit more severe, but the colors are a little more muted overall. Very airy. There we go. I don't like my greens to be too limey. So in the end, I'm going to come back and look at these images, and there may just be too many of this one, like this sort of thing, and so then I'll pick my favorite out of those. Okay, anyway. Nope. I'm going to go here. I liked what I did here. See, it's so much cooler, temperature-wise. There we go. It's so crazy that her eyes are so in focus with this free lens. Look at that. Perfect. So pretty. Oh, she's so sweet. Okay. And I'll do the same thing here because nothing has changed. Now, I'm probably not going to include this because you have 10,000 images of them like this. If I knew that you didn't, I would keep that. But I know that you do because you take pictures of them all of the time playing. No, this one was overexposed. Let me here. There we go. Again, I recognize that the light in that one was similar to this image that I took earlier. So I knew the way that I edited this one would work here. And I think it really works. I will even bring down the saturation a little more. I mean, the exposure. Again, you have 5 million pictures of them like that. Oh, love this. I love that from every speck of this frame, there's something going on. You're not in focus, actually. Iris is. Is it Iris? No, you're probably correcting me right now. But I still love it, and I'm still going to use it. It's too much clarity. Too much clarity. Sorry, that's a joke that I have for myself. You make up jokes when you spend a lot of time editing. That's where I want to keep that, and I'm going to do the same thing here. Again, this is an image that I would love and that I would keep in my portfolio, but I don't necessarily know that a client wants that. So I'm just going to let it hang around, see what happens when I do my final cull. Because if I've got enough images for you to be satisfied, then I'm going to keep images in here that are just for me. I love how sweet your look is. I don't know that Tia's look is a little apprehensive. I like the next one better. Sun came out. We don't need all that. Both of, but that it looks a little forced for you guys. So I have now moved the two of you. The focus of this image is now in the same square. These are ones I was just knowing that there's a group of them, and we'll see what comes out. I like this one. I don't like the one before. And that is okay to have images just based on that, the fact that you like it or don't like it. For clients or for yourself. It's okay. You like it, you don't like it, that's enough. You look so beautiful in this picture. So we've kept the composition here. Y'all are mostly on the left half of the frame. And then you've got this cool tree taking up the space in most of the right part of the frame. I would love for there to be more connection between y'all, but I think I then later talk to y'all about that. Husband's so handsome. Backlighting is tricky. Always add contrast in to bring back those shadows. And I'm going to come through and I'm going to get rid of some of that red, because amplifying the red or adding a lot of contrast in the shadows with your red, and I'm just going to do that by adding luminance to the red. There you go. So that it is not so dark. That's pretty. great connection. I love when I have connection between two subjects and then one subject is looking to the viewer. Not this one. Love that one. This one's so cute. And it's okay. It's okay if every frame doesn't have every image of the family in it at all times, right? That's why we have a session. And that is why I took a few traditional portraits. There we go. Add some of that glow. Good. Yeah, I think I do like that one. Doesn't need to be brightened up though. Already good and bright. Here we go. Remove these two. Yeah. Nothing really. Love that one. She's so happy to be alive. I'm gonna brighten up her eyes just a little. This is not something that I do often, as you'll see, or as you have seen. There we go. That's much better. So now she's got a little bit of life in those amazing little eyes. That's gorgeous. Just love all of the tones. Y'all skin tones are so beautiful together. Such a gentle picture. I want that up in my house. It's so pretty. I also love those colors of your dress. Anyway. Oh, sweet girl. I feel like she makes this look a lot. That's why I'm including it. The golden glow right here. So gorgeous. Now, if this was shot at the temperature, or if I kept it at the temperature it was shot at, we wouldn't get so much of that. But because I really like skin tones around 6800 during this time of day, and hers is just really popping beautifully. Right there. Okay, I love this image way more because there's connection, right? So we're gonna keep this one. Gorgeous. Let me make sure she's right in the center. The image is going to feel lopsided because there's only one James on this side and then there's 3 girls on this side, but now this image is centered. And I wasn't that far away from them, right? There was just like a sidewalk between us. This did not work out like I wanted it to. I should have shot them between y'all. I'm still gonna keep it. Oh my gosh. Their facial expressions are killing me. Oh wait. I love it so much. I love this. It could be brightened up just a little bit more. Don't need to be too contrasty. Add some pink for their little pinky skin. There you go. Much better. This image doesn't really say anything to me, so. Love that sister bond. Again, you have a million of those. Okay, now this is going to be tough for me because a lot of these images are similar and I was waiting for the sun to do something particular. I'm going to edit this image and then batch color correct all of those and then go through and see which ones I like. Because the light is the same in all of these, right? This actually needs to be one here, here. Get rid of that. I could just save this as a preset. I could. But, okay. Make it nice and summery for your hectic vacation on the beach. Okay, and so now I'm going to do that with all of these. Shot through some flowers. Love it. Love this. Really drives home the point of the windswept oaks. Adorable. Needs to be brighter. We were dealing with a constantly changing sun, so each of these images will be a little bit different. There we go. We've got some light play in your hair, finally. Oh, you're so gorgeous. Freaking supermodel. Love this! Oh my gosh. That's adorable. I want to clean this up back here. That might be a job for Photoshop though. I don't feel like Lightroom is as sensitive to that. But oh my gosh, is it cute. Then I noticed that and I moved, but this shot is not as good as the other one. I feel like every mom knows that look. Every single one of us. It's not totally in focus though. Oh, but look at you, Rachel. That's a keeper. This one not so much. I would rather this one over this one because we have that one already. And this one over this one because there's not a lot happening here. So many framing elements, right? I've got foreground stuff, I've got you, you've got an arch over you, there's stuff in the background, lots of elements to play with here. So I'm going to come into here. That helps with the composition. Mm. We gotta get rid of that one. And this one. More free lensing. Love that image. Warm it up. Yeah, the color on this is so much different. And having those be cohesive throughout a set, an entire set, you know, takes a little practice. Even going between like your 85 and 35, I'm sure you notice like there's a huge difference between the color. Love the connection you two have. Love that one. Love the movement in this one. You look super sexy in this picture. I'm just going to keep that one because the light and the hair and all of that is so cool. Doesn't need to be as bright. Oh, too much pink. I think I'm going to keep this one. I like how close everything is. And it will need to be brightened up because I've let no sun in. So this adorable little moment. That's adorable. Still needs to be warmed up. These images that I'm giving you are probably going to be warmer than the image that I sent you in the sneak peek. I love a candid family shot. Look at her eyes. Oh, funny girl. Yeah, that by far is the best of the bunch. Again, we're just slowly chipping away at the number of images we've got here. Sort of love this. I think the more important story is all of you together, but I do love this too, just the kids. I loved the tones in this one. Now, sun has pretty much gone down, so, and we're at a different location that doesn't have tree cover, so these images are going to be completely different. But the basis of my editing is still the same because it's so consistent across the board. I really loved that when I shot it, but I like that. Y'all are doing the same look. That's an important picture. Right? Capturing those little things like that when your kids are doing the same thing or when you and the kids are doing the same expression. Always really important. It was too bright when we got over here. Love that. Love that. Contact with the camera. Whoa, whoa, not sharpen 150. Are you kidding? Okay. More blue. I don't know why this made this so bright. This is like a fairy tale, like Rapunzel. Yep, okay. I feel like those are pretty consistent. I do want to straighten that up though. I think I already sent you that edited. See, but now these three are very similar. But they're different enough. Ooh, excuse me. Okay. So now we start getting dark. Sun is down. I'm going to approach these differently. I'm not going to try to make them as bright as the other images because it was dark. It was dark out there. I'm going to brighten them up enough that they're clean. But that's really the extent of it. I'm going to add a lot of blues in here. A lot of blues. I'm going to clean that out. People making my job hard. Littering. Yep. Just try to desaturate that and brighten it up a little bit. So that it's not drawing so much attention. It's just a red spot. It was just from her, you know, being right there. There you go. Beautiful. Such a handsome couple. I'm going to patch all of those, and I don't want to bring in that spot removal. But other than that, let's see how that affected everything. Okay, a little too much vibrance. But there's a little too much blue. There we go. This isn't straight. And I don't know that I love that. That's better. Oh my gosh. All over the place, you guys. So beautiful. Did that koozie show up? No, it didn't. Okay, so, wait. This, I don't want this image. I want this image, but I want it to like take up all you people to take up every part of the frame. I don't know why it keeps going to the sand. You make real attractive people. I unfortunately didn't grab focus where I wanted to. Oh, but I still love it. Warm it up just a little. Yeah. I don't want it to get grainy or anything. I don't think it will because my ISO is only at 400. Excuse me. It feels like it's 3 o'clock and it's not even 11, almost 11. Okay. Okay. I want to brighten up her eyes. I was just thinking, sometimes I take a minute, and that's okay. Right? Because you're giving pictures to people that they'll hopefully have forever. That's much better. And I'm going to bring down that blue a little. It's a little overwhelming in this one. That's pretty. I'm going to look at the gallery overall. And oh my gosh, I need coffee. Look at the gallery overall and see how this fits into there. So I'm going to keep that. There's 2 similar ones here. And I think I like that one more. Because she's got a little bit of a stoner face. Lily makes it all of the time. So I'm going to straighten this up, which is going to tighten up the image. All right. Move it over here. Bring the blue down some. Everybody's looking a little more natural. There we go. Love it. Freaking love this image. I gave you one that was like this, but I want to brighten you guys up. So I'm just going to touch all the skin areas. That sounds bad out of context, but all of these. And I'm going to warm it up. And pink it up. Remove this little dot here. Not because it's bad or anything, it's just distracting because of the way I have managed the color in this photo. That's it. There you go. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Yep. Oh, with the shoulder. Look at that. That's so much better even than what I gave you. Yep, sometimes it just takes a little bit of fresh eyes. Sharpened, good. I'm going to copy that from here onto here and make sure that I get rid of whatever spot removal I did. Too much pink for this image. There you go. I just love you guys. That bridge is right, like, so I'm just going to do the best I can with it going out of the frame like that. And I'm going to darken this up. Not too much, because I don't want it to look fake. Well, that's pretty cool. Then we enter the hair factory. I love this. Love that more. Oh, do I? No. This is it. This is the ending image. Look how your hair is surrounding her, the connection there. I'm gonna increase the blacks some, like 50, because it's so shadowy. Everybody's looking relaxed, pretty much, at this point. Oh, I just remembered you said you were going to cut Tia's hair. Oh, I can't wait. See how she looks. I love it. Okay. So I've gone through and I've done an edit of everything. And now I'm going to... So we've gone down to 64 images. I'm going to look at it as a set, and I'm going to pick out all of the clumps. Oh my gosh, I gotta stretch. Clumps of images where there are too many similar ones, right? And there, and there. Pick one or the other. I want to move this around some too. I want... keep both of those. Get rid of that one. I'm going to keep that one. I wanted it in a different order as far as like me storytelling. I'm going to get rid of that one. Keep both of those. Get rid of both of these. I'm going to keep that one actually. I'm going to let you use your discretion on whether or not you like those. Still love the light in this one. This image is boring. Oh, but I love your face in that one. I'm going to keep that. That's pretty boring image. All together. You're making contact in that one. I'm sorry if I'm talking too quiet. Okay, so as a set, I believe that all of the images that are still selected make sense. So we're down to 59. That's still a lot, but I can't help it. I love shooting you guys. So now let's make the thumbnails super tiny. So we don't have too many that are all the same. Okay. All right, well, I'm going to export them from there, and we're going to get started on some composition props for you, and you're going to love them.